Ultimate Guide to Outsource Software Development in 2020. Out of all the challenges that you have had to date, we understand how outsourcing software development is the most Herculean task of all. However, we are sure, if you are able to plan ahead of time, follow some of the remarkable tips that are mentioned in this article, you can just enjoy expertly built professional quality software, high performing to meet all enterprise requirements. No matter how not so possible it may look like, finding a web development company to outsource is not impossible of a task. Imagine all the benefits you will be able to reap when you are able to successfully outsource the development task: cheap development cost, faster development, improved work efficiency, and much more. Also read, how custom software development can benefit your business. If we go by a study, about 70% of all outsourced custom website design services, web development services, fail to provide the value for money web development. This means there is a pretty much high chance that your project might completely fall out. However, if you can only avoid those mistakes and threats, you get to stand in those 30% successful companies. Benefits of outsourcing software development in 2020. Outsourcing software development processes can take a lot of burden off in-house employees. Enterprises that do not specifically deal in the IT sector have to do a lot of other things, and the development of software will just add to their burden. It is essential sometimes to outsource software development to a third party so that enterprises can work at their own decided pace. Below are some benefits of outsourcing software development services. Cost and time efficient. Access to expert employee. Focus on other important business process. Better quality of software. 1. Cost and time efficient. Software outsourcing is time and cost efficient. A custom software development company tries to work within deadlines, and they also don't overdo the costs. Hiring an in-house team can cost a lot more, and the deadlines might also not be met as they might not get proper management. These problems can be solved when enterprises hire a third-party software development company and outsource their development process. Read more, challenges of custom software development. Development companies have plans and they work in phases. They have experience, and that is why there are very few chances of delays in a project. This is the reason why it is cost as well as time efficient. More time will take up more cost, and both are reduced by outsourcing. 2. Access to expert employee. A web development company or mobile app development company hires people with great skills. Their employees have a stronghold over their area of work and can be called experts. They know what works and what doesn't. They can make sure that the software is developed without putting in much effort and that it works as per the requirements. It can be hard to find such people and pay them every month to get the software developed. Developers are also trained in these companies, so they have all the relevant skills that are important in this industry. 3. Focus on other important business process. There are enterprises that don't specifically deal with software and IT. If they have to do that too, they will have to divide their focus and efforts. This will decrease their productivity in other important business processes. To save themselves from it, they need to outsource their software development processes. If a company deals in services, they might need CRM software, but for that, the best choice will be a CRM development company. Making it on their own will just take up their time and create problems in their real-time relationship with their customers. 4. Better quality of software. The quality of the software product is the most important in the whole process. There are QA, quality assurance, teams and measures that are taken by outsourcing development companies. These measures and teams make sure that the software product being developed for a client is of the quality that was asked by them. This creates a good reputation for both the client enterprise and the outsourcing company in the market. Read more, code or not to code, is custom software development the right answer? The above-mentioned benefits are just the tip of the iceberg. The real benefits are small. There are so many details and frameworks that only these outsourcing companies understand. It is a great opportunity for enterprises to get their software in time and with great quality. What are the common mistakes you make while outsourcing? Miscommunication. Culture, language and time difference. Work allocation. 1. Miscommunication. Failed outsourcing is somewhat a result of a failed communication process. If we look closely, effective communication is something that empowers your software development and other services like custom website design services. What happens if you eliminate it from the equation? We all know not clarifying the details of the project, no follow-ups, no feedbacks, not effectively communicate your needs. These are some of the factors that lead to failure of the entire project. 2. Culture, language and time difference. When you hire a custom software development company, there are a lot of things apart from their technical prowess that is to be attended. There are a lot of differences in culture, language, time, and lack of communication tools that make things more difficult to manage. According to a study, about 59% of all project failure is a byproduct of differences in cultural communication styles. Some of the other problems that arise with miscommunication are failed deadlines, lack of motivation, quality compromise, hidden costs, and much. 3. Work allocation. A good way to make your outsourced development task perfect is, before you hire a website development company, you must decide why is an offshore collaboration so much needed for your project? What are the objectives, what benefits you will be able to reap, setting priorities and acknowledging what parts of the project are least prone to failure are some questions you must find answers to avoid the chances of failure. In this way, you will be able to know what parts of the project can be performed well in-house. How to ensure success when outsourcing your project. Since we have already it clear, you need to be very precise in defining your project requirements, prepping for the project, understanding the objective of offshore collaboration, and other important factors. Let's directly dive into the development phase. Guide your extended team. Tracking the progress. Be flexible and have an exit plan. Don't expect too much. 1. Guide your extended team. On hiring a website development company for your outsourcing needs, there are often chances that they sell themselves as autonomously working efficient custom software development company. This entails that they continue to work on your projects while you can focus on running your business while they have the freedom to work under no supervision. Read more, Software Development, the Ultimate Guide for 2020. While this may sound productive and good, it can be dangerous for your project. Frequent communication allows you to share important details. Contact your team regularly, ask for them for regular updates, manage the development of the product, motivate them and provide them with your valuable feedback. Try to strengthen your relationship with the team and be in frequent touch. Mail, call, video conferencing are some of the solutions that can help you avoid the miscommunication and intact clear instructions to your team. 2. Tracking the progress. Scheduling your project, setting the goals and milestones are a great way to track your project progress. Make your goals measurable, realistic and make your team acquaint with it. There is a reason we make them measurable so that the results are calculable and achievable by your team. Set time frames for each step of the project and avoid the complexity. There are numerous development approaches which can make things happen just the way you want and in the time period you have decided. Also, always set the timeline with thoroughly discussing with the website development company you hired. This way things will be more standardized and achievable. 3. Be flexible and have an exit plan. An outsourcing development project is overrated. It is very important to understand it is the scope of the project that breaks or builds up a project. Thus, you are needed to maintain the needed balance. Outsourcing software development is a tricky ball. It is about unseen problems and additional expenses. Be prepared, be flexible, be responsive to the changes, and have an exit plan ready. 4. Don't expect too much. Outsourcing, just as we mentioned, is just overrated. Then again, if you are able to execute the whole thing well, it works wonders and you are definitely going to reap some of the great benefits of outsourcing a project to an offshore custom software development company. Don't lay too many high hopes. It is also a process-driven operation. Just because something is offshore doesn't mean you are purchasing a service. You may, in the end, get an okay-ish product as a result. Be realistic and plan from the beginning to make sure the result is close to your expectations. There are also chances that with your planning your extended team just surprises you with something exceptionally good. How to outsource software development successfully. In the end, it is all about executing your project well. Set your project goals efficiently, be realistic, hire an efficient offshore software development company that stands upright in your requirements, communicate, check and manage and Viola. Read more, How to Reduce Organizational Cost by Outsourcing Software Development. You have finally become part of the 30% offshore web development, software development, custom web design services that are a success. And don't forget, the key to success lies in a good outsource partner.